Tech investors predict Nvidia's $40 billion ARM acquisition will be blocked. We report on this story as soon as it happened. Many people did. It was all kinds of good news for Nvidia. They put out the new GPUs. The stock was flying. People were gaming. AI, VR, let's go. Nvidia, he was in the kitchen again with the GPUs.
With his leather jacket.
Leather jacket was on. I mean, it was all flying. And then they announced the ARM acquisition. And the tech world was tweeting, as they would be. But I remember, I don't know if I said it in the original clip, that this, I remember thinking, I was a bit skeptical that this would go through because of the implications. I mean, these are gigantic companies potentially merging, and so there's all kinds of regulatory stuff that has to happen where the governing bodies involved had to say, okay, yeah, we think this is a good thing overall, a good thing for consumers, good thing for the country and so forth. And so the thing about ARM is it's a UK-based company, and there's not that many enormous tech-based UK companies. Mm-hmm. And so when this happened, you start to scratch your head and say, are they really cool? Is the UK really cool with Nvidia coming in here and gobbling up really this massive, their biggest tech company? Or I don't know if it's their biggest, but this really high-profile tech company employs a lot of people. I think it employs 3,000 in the UK. These are not regular jobs. These are high-paying, these are high-tech jobs. 6,000 staff globally and 3,000 in the UK. That's ARM. And so now you've got some analysts, some with information close to the matter that think there's no way the UK is going to let this one go through. And part of that has to do with the current landscape of things. I mean, we've been talking forever about the TikTok deal and how different nations could step in. Nations are starting to really value their technology.
Yeah.
On a government level.
Yeah. It's integrating into politics,
big time.
Really.
Big time.
Yeah.
It's a massive focus, and it's under a whole different level of scrutiny. In the UK, they could have some meetings. They can sit down to politicians and say, we kind of like that ARM thing.
Yeah.
And of course, on the flip side, on the other side of it, Nvidia would sit there and say, no, we're not going to touch ARM. ARM's going to operate. All those employees are going to stay there. It's going to remain based in the UK and Cambridge over there. Those people still going to go to the local coffee shops, relax. Yeah. But the regulators are going to sit there and say, yeah, for now. Mm-hmm. And then what? You shut down this expensive office. You move it somewhere else. Mm-hmm. You got your own ambitions. You're going to completely change the business. And I presume they could slowly but surely if they really wanted to. So anyway, it's another level of scrutiny being applied to it. And some people think it's going to be throw a wrench in the deal. Maybe there's some finesse they can apply to it. Maybe there's an agreement, much like these other cases that we talk about. Sometimes there's a way, sometimes there isn't. But obviously, it wouldn't be the ideal situation for Nvidia because they feel like they really scored on the ARM deal. Because as far as ARM's position in the future, from a mobile processing standpoint, from a design standpoint,
they're far-reaching.
Well done, well done. I like how you just smirked at me before you put it in. You're like, Lou, I got something. I just had to watch your smirk. I was like, I better shut up because Will's he's really got something today.